couple games. Is there a mandatory break for the players because of the All-Star? When do you
Yeah,
reconvene?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's an optional. But with the Thursday game, we got to get back to work and get on the bus.
Yeah. You always worry about the time off like that. I mean, how the Christmas break and things like that.
Yeah, well, ideally you wouldn't like to play on the Thursday, but we tried to change it. We couldn't, so you get a little concerned. But I think this time of year, right now, with the some of our travel and our games, it'll be a welcomed rest, and I think it's a little different. The thing with Christmas is guys are always jettisoning home, and it's everything's last minute and they're run ragged. This is more about just relaxing, whether you decide to go somewhere or slip down to the city, or a lot of guys don't, just kind of hang around and just get away from the rink. So it's a different type of break than the Christmas break.
Kind of a double-edged sword having your two best scorers playing in the All-Star game, because they're not getting that rest necessarily, or at least not as much of it, but they are maybe staying a little sharp.
Yeah, I think so, and I think the biggest thing is it's just down the road, which is really nice. I think last year Witt got trapped out in the rock there and actually missed the game as a result of it. So the fact that they're only an hour and a half away, it's I don't want to say you're much more accepting, but you feel a lot better about it. It's close. They can drive there. They can, if they want, they can come back right after the game. They don't even have to stay. And then obviously we can give them an extra day on the Wednesday. They don't need to skate because they have been on the ice and stayed sharp.
Will you watch a game?
I might with two guys in it this year. Depends what I'm doing, which is probably nothing. But I've peeked in on it before or watched some highlights. But I may watch it with both them playing.
You got Worcester coming in. First time you've seen them. You got a pretty hot team, and do you know a lot about them?
Well, we got Dave Cuniff, so we know everything about them. No, they've picked up some good players in Lurg and Haley. They're always a tough team to play. They play fast. They play tough. They got good goaltending in Grosnick. So, we're going to spend some more time looking at tape today. But, it's two teams that are kind of, right around the same spot point-wise, not far off. And, we've been playing well, and I think it's important that we continue to play the way we're capable of playing and doing it for 60 minutes.
You've seen Reece Scarlett kind of coming on offensively recently. What's kind of the key to his kind of maybe catching fire a little bit?
Well, I said this last night. I think his overall game has improved. We've talked to him a little bit about not hanging on to the puck as long and focusing on defending the rush and playing well down low. And I think the beginning of the year when he maybe was struggling, he was trying to passing up the simple play to make the more the tougher play or the prettier play, if you will, and I think his game overall has come a long way, and as a result, is the simplicity on the power play, shooting pucks, getting up on the rush, has really come on. So I'm more happy with his overall play, and the numbers are just a bonus.
When he was getting sat down early, was it just strictly numbers, and maybe was it a result of that maybe he was trying to do too much when he got on the ice?
Yeah, no question. I mean, last year he came in, we liked his hockey sense and his puck moving ability, but he was kind of ahead of his time as far as seeing things and reading things. And I thought the beginning of this year he got in trouble where he was trying to do too much and hanging on to it too long and trying to play too much of a skill game. He can see things and make the plays when they need to be made and make some plays that maybe other guys can't make, but he doesn't always have to make that play, and I think that's what he's gotten a lot better at.
What's it like seeing that light bulb come on when they start to realize simple plays can lead to those goals? Instead of trying to make those pretty plays.
Well, that's our job, and we, trying to get that through their heads. And sometimes these kids don't realize that less is more. And we talk about a complete game, and you look at our team game right now. We've really, sure we've given up some goals, but our overall team play, our 5-on-5 play has been much better. Getting guys to buy in to defending first and creating offense from good defense, and then being patient in the offensive zone, hanging on to the puck and realizing that, hey, if we just play in their end, then we're technically you're defending your own end. But, it's nice when they all these kids talk about confidence. I'm lacking confidence or I need confidence. And, it's tough to I wish there was a bottle that we could tell them to drink out of, and it produced confidence. But sometimes they got to hit rock bottom or get sat down or have a real tough video session, and then you just try and reinforce the positives when they do these little things. And then, like you said, a switch goes off, and it's amazing. You take care of the little things, and the big things like points and goals and wins take care of themselves.
Was last night just another game, or was it, the fact that you're playing in the big team's barn have an impact?
Well, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I think for everybody, we've all been in that facility. I've coached a couple exhibition games there, but to actually have a real game with 2 points on the line, and the crowd was into it. But to play in that building, I think guys were certainly amped up. We got off to a great start. I was a little concerned, 7:30 game. We got in the night before, and just having everything so convenient with meals in the rink. We stayed right beside the rink. I felt like we'd been there for 3 days, and I was a little worried about us coming out and having a lull, and we didn't. We came out strong, and I thought it was an entertaining game for the fans. They certainly were into it, and we had our moments where we made it interesting, which always seems to happen with Bridgeport, and but we hung in there, had a good third, and it was a big win.